We should probably get into these drafts.
We should
That's
definitely.
exactly what I'm thinking. Let's look at who's going to carry here. We got the finals out here. Salty Nami carry versus Midnight Gaming Direwolves preseason number 2. Bans are in place. Anything really stand out for you guys? You were calling for the Olaf. That was the first ban.
Olaf is gone. Olaf is gone.
Shaco question mark?
Olaf.
Shaco.
Shaco did get banned. He got banned.
Okay, super meta pick. Tristana first pick.
Tristana is obscenely broken. She is obscenely broken. She
Strong.
Once you start scaling up, you can quickly just keep destroying squishier targets. And it is going to be a Hecarim picked up for the Direwolves. I do like the Hecarim. He is a very good carrier, catalyst. That's the word I'm looking for. A catalyst for dive compositions. So I'm just curious what they're gonna try and pair with him. Are they gonna go with an Orianna in the mid lane? Are they gonna go with the Shen?
There you go.
And when are they gonna pick him? They are gonna pick Xayah though, so they are gonna get their bot laner first before any other add-ons to the dive comp.
Now,
I just want to reiterate exactly what you said there, Stripes. You're saying exactly what they've got going. They're looking to play a safe bot laner, and they should be picking dive and AOE here. So look for the Malphite, the Shen, look for the Orianna. These are all picks that go really nicely with the Hecarim, and we have seen Yuki on Hecarim do really well throughout this LAS. So this has worked for them in the past, and now we're here in the finals, and they're picking it up again. It's going to be facing against the Warwick, which I have to say wasn't like a crazy amazing standout, but he was there when he needed to be, and he was doing damage. He was keeping up somewhat in farm. Yes, he was down in gold the whole time, but he ended up winning the game, and here he is going ahead and picking in the finals. Now we have our first 3.
We have Panzer's signature Rakan. We have the Xayah Rakan bot lane for the Direwolves. I think this is a good matchup for Rakan. Not too much threat with the Alistar. He can try and stop your engages with a good knockup, or just a W to knock you away. The Shen ban is going to come out. This is a really good one for the SNC to ban, because it helps so much with the Hecarim. Just ult the Hecarim as he's going in.
Reverse is a big Shen player. Loves playing it.
Indeed.
I think the Rakan pick against the Alistar works. Alistar goes in for the combo. Rakan can start up the ult, get the knock up, really stop any type of follow-up onto the Alistar. Alistar will have to hit the ult. The team can burst him down, make it so he can't go back in without dying.
That's going to be a no ban for Direwolves. They are going to
little
forgo their 5th ban.
A little disrespect. I like it. We don't even
That's some
need
confidence there, yeah.
They are going to ban out the Malzahar. Did
Probably
they watch the finals last season, and that's why they're banning it? Because I think it's a pretty good ban. They like to put their mid laner on a much safer option, so that you don't have to worry too much about all this different thing. It looks like, ooh, ladies and gentlemen, that is a Poppy picked up.
We've seen this in the top lane. It's going to go to reverse. This is his pick when some of his top laners have been banned, but this time no bans directed towards him. He's just picking it out because he wants to. He plays it very safe. And
one ban.
He uses the ult normally very well, being able to change these team fights and knocking 1 or 2 people out of the fight.
Well, one ban thrown at him, and that's going to be the Shen.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh well, no, actually no. That's for Panzer though.
But he already picked Rakan at that point.
Oh,
Reverse
yeah,
has played it. Rav.
Yeah.
Reverse has
That
played
is
it.
it's a good flex pick for the
Shen's a good
Direwolves.
pick. Shen's a good pick. I think that
Going to be a Victor coming out in the mid lane. I don't know how much you want to go with Victor line, but it's still a really good pick. And here comes that Orianna, it looks like. That's what they're going to be hovering towards, and that is what they are going to pick.
Okay. Direwolves team comp is well thought out. The Poppy is an extremely good counter to Warwick, Tristana, Alistar. They will not be able to jump on. Rakan will be able to counter any type of engage. I think the Direwolves completely won this draft. I want to see what this Tristana Victor can do, because this is going to be in their hands. Very wet has picked a champion that if he can get strong, they're going to be in trouble. Like, Zaya will become a problem.
Well, if I think you're having flashbacks from our Clash loss where that Zaya went and ran you over like a school bus.
I don't even know what hit me so hard so fast, bro. Like, I don't even know what happened. I asked for mercy, and this guy just goddamn Excalibur'd me. Felt like it was horrible. I don't know what I can yell about the peel, but I don't know if that was the problem there. I think he just bought me.
Okay.
Got me.
So, Waff, you already said that
Yeah.
you believe Direwolves have won the draft.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you think, Rav? Who do you think won the draft?
Okay, so I have a slightly different answer, but with the same conclusion. I think in lane phase, I do like SNC. I think Shogas should be able to push in and bully the Poppy. I also think that in mid lane, Victor should be able to go farm for farm with Shu. He's fine scaling up with the Orianna and getting to that 4th, 5th, 6th item. Tristana arguably is the second best AD carry in the game right now. So if she is able to get going, she can carry games and push towers like no other AD carry. I was saying before in the semifinals, this was the pick I was looking for. It was banned in the semifinals. Now we're seeing it in the finals, and it's on SNC. Now, over to Waff's point about when you're looking about how these comps face off against each other, the Direwolves comps does seem like the play safe around bot lane. You're going for the AOE fights. You're going for the team fights. The ball onto Hecarim. Hecarim's going to charge in and is going to completely disrupt the team, and then everyone else is going to clean up. So I like SNC in lane, and then I like Direwolves for team fights. That's my answer.
Okay, I need you. Do you think that, because this game's now at the point where we're at 2v2s, right? We know, like you said, the Victor Orianna, it's going to be like a farm lane. It's going to who rotates to help the jungler do what he needs to do. But do you actually believe that the Cho'Gath Warwick is a stronger 2v2 than the Poppy Hecarim? Because I'll challenge anybody who thinks that. I guarantee you there will be a kill on the top side. There will be a Poppy Hecarim kill onto the Cho'Gath, or if these animals want to try to get it on, try to go 2v2 versus the Poppy and Hecarim, I think they're going to have a bad day. I think that
I do think that Poppy actually wins the lane more, because Poppy has some of the highest base numbers of any tank in the game when it comes to like damage and armor and MR, and she is so lethal. Not to mention when you pair it up with Grasp and her passive, which gives her a ranged attack and a shield, if she can either pick it up or get a kill with that auto.
Okay, Raph,
so I think Poppy is very favored in the top lane. Mid lane is just going to be a farm fest, and bot lane, it's going to be very dependent on which support can dictate the lane better.
Good point.
In level 1, I think it's going to be the Direwolves, because Alistar really needs a couple levels under his belt before he starts actually rolling.
Rav, you and I used to have an Alistar Tristana play that you and I used to play, and it was at what level did we used to go in, Rav? What was
level
our
2, I believe?
Your bottom dollar.
Yeah.
We'd go in and get.
Yeah, that was like season 2, season 3.
The same combo though, and Alistar's running Ignite. Here's the problem: Zaya directly counters that. Okay, when she gets her W level 1, right? She'll throw, or she might go Q. I don't know what what's got in store for these guys, but if they get the
as someone who plays Zaya, it depends on the player. I usually go Q to make sure I get those first 3 minion kills when they get super low.
you will get E second though.
Yes,
right?
you will
Like,
definitely go E second.
I've played AD carry season 2. Tristana wants to jump. When she tries to jump, if Very Wet has his feathers down, right, that's an automatic stun. Rakan counters it, that's another knock up. The amount of damage that they can get on. I think that blue team's gonna have to pull out something big. I want to see something spicy.
I think so.
Like
We're taking a look. Right, what does so? I'm just thinking. What does Poppy W actually stop? It does not stop Warwick Ultimate because he becomes unstoppable. It does stop his Q dash, Alistar's dash, and Tristana's jump. So there are 3 champions that Poppy can stop with her W. So it's going to be mostly used as a speed up in lane because as speed up or escape if she gets ganked. Plus don't forget W's passive giving you bonus armor and MR based on how much bonus you get from items. Mid lane, once again, gonna be a heavy farm fest. Bot lane, I do expect a little bit more of a push coming from Tristana because Tristana's usually level up E first, and that passive is when you kill a minion, it explodes. Like we just saw, she killed 3 minions in 1 shot. So I think it's going to be very, very hard for Yuki to get a lot of priority in the bot lane, so he might want to hover around top when it comes to first scuttle time. As we can see, he is going for a full blue side clear before heading up to the top side, and it's going to be the quite opposite for Zhao Hurt.
So remember in the semifinals, Destroy on top lane was camped early on, and it looked like that was an excellent strategy, but he was able to come back into the game and be a big factor in their win. Is that the strategy that the Direwolves are going to play? I don't think so. With Poppy in the top lane, I don't think you put a lot of pressure up there against the Cho'Gath. This is a lot what I expect to see. Cho'Gath getting the early advantage. He didn't even need Warwick there. He had that already himself and already forced the flash. You're seeing the early push from Cho'Gath, and the flash down reverse. He's going to be under kill pressure here for the next 5 minutes.
Why would he not let the wave push into him? Like I agree with what you were saying, Rav. Like he needed to, or like Cho'Gath can really abuse Poppy in lane. But like if you know that Hecarim's coming up from the blue, going for that blue to red route.
Oh, check mid lane out. We got a first gank.
Oh, and it is going to go down. That's going to be first blood over to Yuki. Flash was also used by Aquarus. Victor, I'm going to say, because I have no fucking clue.
Kill that name, bro. I'm not even going to try for it, so you kill it.
Oh, do you have some action? Oh, but Clove, good play over to Panzer. Forces the flash out.
That's excellent play from Clove there on the Alistar. As an Alistar player myself, you being able to do that level 2 and getting the pulverize under tower to guarantee the tower shot. Muy excelente.
Jesus.
It is flat. It is 2 summoners for 1. However, Yuki is down there. He kind of
double knock up,
but it looks like Panzer is gonna go down. Clove is gonna get the kill. Nashi is in trouble though, so is Very Wet. Flash is used on both sides, and that's going to. And right now, the fight is still going on. As Shu has come in, sped up Yuki a little bit, but Yuki is going to get knocked away. He's going to go in, he's going to dive on Clove, and he is going to get taken down. That's another kill over to the Hecarim. 1 for 1 down on the bot side.
Give him the ball, bro.
Nice roam there from Shu, being able to come down. Here it's quite early. It was the 4-minute 40 mark as the top laners fighting once again. Cho'Gath getting the better, and 2 assists now for Shu, who is more than holding his own, being able to go farm for farm. Yes, 7 down, but picking up a couple of assists and hasn't died yet. So doing his support of roaming Orianna, it's working for him.
So, I do think Reverse is not playing the lane as well as he could. First and foremost, he needs to first play waves better.
Say it again, bro. Say it again, Stripes, for the people in the back, bro.
I think Reverse can be playing the lane a
Oh.
little bit better, and that's exactly what he needed to be doing the entire time. He needed to be eating the wall
What's he doing?
and
What's
just
he doing? What's he? Huh?
that.
What? Reverse? Someone check his comms.
I don't understand that. You are both level 5. You know he's gonna. You know what Cho'Gath's ultimate does, and you still have teleport up.
Don't worry, guys. We're having Clove going in, but Panzer's going to get out. Yuki, once again, here in the bot lane.
Panzer?
Nothing is going to come of that gank down bot. So far, the only summoner in the bot lane is still that Ignite. Reverse, deciding to walk all the way to lane instead of TPing to it, so he is still very far behind. He is down on farm, and he's still not even 6 yet.
What kind of circus show are we watching right now?
I have no idea.
It's all about that bot. All about that bot. All about that bot. Anyways, we've seen. Oh, but once again, Panzer's going in. He's not ready to just say farm. No, it's go, go, go. Each of these supports keeps trading blows back and forth as we're seeing the flash go out from Shu in the mid lane, getting out of the gank from Xiao Hurt in the jungle, who's got a huge CS differential. 14 at this early point. Warwick way down.
More conflict heading on the top side. Just tap of the Poppy ultimate used. And it looks like Destroy is just going to get another kill onto Reverse.
Okay. Yuki better go into the hyperbolic chamber here, because like he's going to need to power up.
Okay.
This game is not over by the least. We've seen Reverse get behind in lane many times in the LCS. The LCS, LA. So, excuse me, I
If he
can't
was in the
claim
LCS,
that.
if he was in the LCS, if he was in the LCS, there's no way in hell he's playing in our league.
Tennyson, don't sue me, please. But we've seen him, and he does stabilize, and he does that consistently. So just because he's down now, don't consider him out. He will not completely throw this game because he doesn't do that. He'll just get behind, and he'll show up in team fights. Watch.
Here's
Yeah, it's from watching him play so many times, playing against him.
Here's the
Absolutely.
issue, but Yuki is going to commit the ultimate and goes into it, and Shu is going to hit the shockwave. Of course, was forced to flash away. He will end up walking out of it. He does manage to get out with very little health. But that is 2 ultimates committed. And Ghost, well, he only needed a flash, so all in all, I still take that if you're the Direwolves. Flash is a much longer cooldown than Ghost. Those ultimates will come relatively quickly, especially that Orianna ult.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm going to have to go onto the internet here and get some Nancy Pelosi pictures and maybe some Hillary Clinton, send him to Panzer, get him going, get him a little bit angry, because this shit is... He needs to get... He needs testosterone shots or something.
That's the ultimate committed from Very Wet. The root is good.
Yeah, there it is.
But the Ignite is over. Heal and Ignite used. Heal used by Nashi and Ignite used by Panther this time. And ultimately, that favored the Direwolves at the end of the day.
This game is completely reversed on its head from the semifinals. Here we're seeing SNC with a disadvantage in the bot lane in the CS differential and a major advantage here in the top. They won the semifinals, but here with the carries reversed, can they do it in the finals? We're seeing Yuki going in.
But Shu, look at Shu, and he's done. He is gone. Clove is there with the roam, and Yuki is gonna go down to Xiao. So, going back to the top lane, and Reverse is going to flash away. And the Demolition proc will be activated. And it looks like Reverse So close to getting
Really
killed
gets out.
again. Don't think he's within that threshold. It's very low, and Salty Nami Carry is going to get first dragon. We're going to have an ocean dragon coming up next. So it's going to either be Mountain or Infernal Soul, as of course gets a couple plates mid, and a couple plates top go over to destroy.
Gentlemen, I got a question for you. Did the Direwolves hear our analysts of the draft and just said, "Hold yourselves. We're gonna add weight. Let's put the 45-pound plates on. Let's."
Oh, what a beautiful ball delivery system! But he still gets out.
Wow, that's twice now he gets off with a single shot. Aquarius here,
And
not
now,
only with the funny name, but being able to get out to boot.
and Shu is taken down by Nashi. The rotation is so quick from Salty Nami Carry, and they are just here to punish. That should have been a 1-for-1 at worst, but no, it was a 1-for-0 over to Salty Nami Carry. Yuki still has this Herald, still hasn't dropped it anywhere, and it's running out of time. Meanwhile, Destroy 4 plates off the top turret. 40 CS lead in the top lane.
Look at the gold, dude. Press that X button and take a look. 5,000 to
Oh
2,700. It's
my
almost
God.
doubling the gold lead here in top.
And if you just look at itemization, Reverse doesn't even have Bomby Cinder.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, and it looks like
Nothing
it's
he can
gonna
do
be
here.
a dive. Now Hurt
Oh!
is gonna take a few tower shots,
Hit him to the wall. Reverse. Hit him with something,
Oh.
bro.
and that's going to be top turret taking down gold. The last plate and first turret will be split between the jungler and the top laner, but Reverse just so far behind. Meanwhile, Cho'Gath, that's 3 ults on Poppy and 3 kills. That is going to be Rift Herald dropped in the bot lane, so that's going to be that free gold down there. But look at this.
I trust the bot lane here, Stripes. What do you think? Do you think?
I think well, let's take a look at what happened in the last game we watched. Bot lane got super far ahead because of farm. And top got super far behind because of constant ganks and death. And this was all for Salty Nami Carry. They won through a super fed Kai'Sa in the bot lane.
And they were going against the boosted bonobos?
They were going against the boosted bonobos. They hard
Oh my
focused the
God,
Darius
Paint.
in the top lane.
Who was
And-
Paint playing as? He was,
Paint was
he's the 80 carry for...
Paint was playing as Samira. He was putting in some work, but Samira is not the broken 1v5 monster that she once was.
Paint's a straight G, bro. That guy's he's a good 80 carry.
But if we look at it this side, top is now super far ahead because of deaths and now a massive farm lead. But bot lane is now super far behind. Yuki is in a bush. And
See those 3 levels there? Those 3
He's
levels right away say you can't 1v1. He's saying, hey, you know what? You're just a little bit too big for me. I'm gonna go on the other side of the map. The Direwolves really need to focus on the bot side of the map. I mean, yeah, I mean that's where your win condition is gonna be. If you bring a total of 3 people into the top lane, you can kill Destroy. You know, if there's no vision protecting him, but really this game's got to be through the Orianna and through Xayah.
Oh.
We're seeing a counter gank here in mid lane.
Oh, that was nice.
It's just way too tanky. Look at this Cho'Gath. Like, he's not supposed to be able to tank that
He
hard
has
this
4
early.
He has 4 kills. All of them are with his ultimate. That's 4 feast stacks from champions alone. He hasn't... I'm pretty sure he hasn't gotten any from minions, so that's still 6 more he has to claim. Not to mention...
I saw one. He did one.
One? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just take a look at the Cho'Gath. He has 6 stacks. 2 minions. He has 2 minions. 2 minions, 4 champions. That's still 4 more stacks he has to claim. There's still potentially more kills he can grab.
Okay.
And neutral objectives like Herald that's up now, or Dragon that's spawning in 6 seconds. He is going to be roaming down bot side. They are going to try and make a play for a Chorus, and he's just going to flash away. The Chorus just saying, no, thank you, I don't like death. I would like my screen to be bright and colorful instead of gray. Thank you very much.
Second Dragon here going for SNC. This is where they won the semifinals by being at the Dragon with their team, winning the fights or getting a pick and then winning a fight type of deal.
Very well.
And here now 5,000 ahead, 2 Dragons ahead as well. Pretty good for SNC as they think, you know what, 2 objectives, not enough. Let's go for a 3rd one.
The mountains have risen.
Okay, so Very Wet has been training in the Call of Duty, so he might be able to hard carry this. He's been dropping some league play. It is possible. Oh my god, reverse. I don't know about.
They're diving in, and Zalhurt is taken down. Reverse is super low, and they have to run away. The Victor ultimate is not fast enough to catch him. Panzer making sure Clove does not get the good engage onto Reverse. And it looks like it's going to be a 1-for-0 in favor of the Direwolves. They are going to get out. That was a Panzer with a good heads-up play. Using the ultimate, delaying Clove, delaying the rest of the guys to make sure Reverse could get out safe and sound. And Clove did use Flash. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Nasi is just taking down this turret alone. Looks like he might be able to get it, and he will. That is solo turret gold over to the Tristana. That is where you want that gold. Especially
because of that, evens up the gold between him and Very Wet on the opposite side. Just being left alone for just a few brief seconds. Tristana already caught right back up, and she's going to go back to base and spend that gold.
Indeed. Now, I do want to point out build a little bit. Yukimoto is going for the Divine Sunderer build. We've seen a lot of Hecarim in the LCS today, but instead of building Divine Sunderer or Triforce, they were building Turbo Chem Tank. I think Turbo Chem Tank is actually first of all, it's a busted item, but it's also really, really good on Hecarim because of Hecarim's passive. The active will give you so much AD from it because he gets bonus AD based on his movement speed. A little bit of fight going on in the bot jungle. Cho'Gath is on his way. Around 3.5k health at 18 minutes. Not scary at all. Not scary at all.
Okay, so you're saying the Chem Tank is a good choice. I'm saying Yuki knows that he has to shave off all the hair on his body and wear a banana hammock to get this one done because it's either he carries and gets aerodynamic as hell, or it's looking dire. Shoes dire. Reverse is dire. I don't even know if Reverse knows what game he's in right now.
He's too busy playing Dota.
Well, like, hey, I know from scrims that this guy can come back, but Cho'Gath's looking beefy.
Ultimate, Zaya ultimate used and TP coming in as well as the unstoppable force, but it looks like Reverse is getting taken down by Nasi. The explosive charge will take him down. Ultimate was committed, knocking 2 away, and it's just going to be a 1-for-0 over to SNC.
Very Wet's got to get busy here. Like, if he needs the ball, man. He needs to want the ball.
Now, you gotta have like a Michael Jordan type of effect, right?
You gotta have that.
Oh, and Shu just gets nommed up. gotta get that iron, man. You gotta get that iron in his system. Just what better source of iron than a robot?
Direwolves are getting so hard and so fast. They think they're surrounded right now. They don't even know where they are. Okay.
Yuki,
they keep going in. Yuki,
questionable engage. Hands are getting chunked out, and Yuki will get taken down, stunned up by the cage. And what kind of Direwolves team has showed up for this game?
Well,
they are engaging onto Reverse again.
Okay.
Trying to escape. Nasi will take down Very Wet, and of course will take down Reverse. 13-3 the kill score. And that's an inhibitor turret down at 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Guys,
Meanwhile,
when I'm looking at on how the Direwolves can win, there's not a lot of ways, but they have to be able to get either Victor or Tristana out of the fight fairly early, because you're not going to be able to burst his Cho'Gath. You might be able to get the Warwick, but it's not the target that you need. You've got to get one of these damage dealers out of there to even have a chance.
Rift Herald was dropped down in the bot lane. That is going to be a turret taken down, though no one's going to claim the 250 gold from the turret itself. So that is a lot of gold thrown away into the trash. And we're going to be looking at a 26-minute Dragon Soul for Salty Nami carry. And Mountain is going to be very, very helpful. That shield to deny a lot of the burst coming in from the dive. Help with that sustainability. The Direwolves need to delay the Direwolves need to delay this game out. They need to stall this game out. They need to get Xayah into better items, and it looks like she's gonna go PD second. PD is probably one of the better second items you can go as an ADC. Meanwhile, Reverse is still only on one item, and he's not sitting on a lot of gold whatsoever, only 300 of it.
Well,
and Orianna still hasn't completed a Mythic yet, so there's problems all across the board. And while Orianna hasn't completed a Mythic, Victor already has Lichbane done. So there are just problems across the board for the Direwolves. They need to stall this game out. They need to get items. Arguably, some of their champions have much better scaling, but it's not by much. But if we get to the point where everyone's on 4, 5, 6 items, it doesn't matter the gold difference, because at that point, where are you going to spend your gold on? There are plenty of games where I've gone long on enough where, oh, I have 5 items, but I have 20k gold in my bank. Not necessarily that high, unless you're in the practice range, or in the practice tool, but my point still stands. If they can get, but it's really bad when it's saying you need to make sure everyone starts hitting 5 items before you stand even a chance.
Look at Shu's build. Listen, you can drop the whole combo from Direwolves perfectly. You ain't doing shit. Okay, you're not gonna do nothing. Nothing's gonna happen.
Good ult away from the Cho'Gath.
You might be able to do something now.
Yeah, that's a good engage. Being able to get to the tank.
That's exactly what they needed. They knocked the Cho'Gath away, but Panzer has that almost fully stacked explosive charge on him. Very wet, chasing down this Tristana. Will end up getting the kill. That's a massive shutdown over to the Xayah. Meanwhile, Victor is just putting in work, and that's going to be an ace unless Reverse can just simply get away. He won't have the ultimate that knocks them away. Not the best siegers, they don't really have a good minion wave. They don't have the best siegers in the game. They might try and end it right here.
Okay, Stripes. So here's I didn't want to say this, but Rav and I actually had some insider information. We didn't want to say we love these guys. Direwolves, good guys. They're all great guys. Like Panzer and Very Wet, top of line dudes. They just haven't been playing a lot of games together, and it looks like it, okay?
It really does. It really does.
What we saw in the finals of last year was well-coordinated team fights that were, like, really thought out. Like, they did a lot of good work. Their scrimming was good. When we faced them, they were strong. Like, they just need to play some more League of Legends together. Maybe 1 or 2 games a week. Maybe bring it down the practice schedule like we've been trying to do, Rav, with our team. And it looks like this blue team's really putting the games. Like, they look, well, Cho'Gath looks like he was just doing whatever the hell he wanted. He looked like Joseph Kony out in the African forest, just fucking slaying people. Didn't even care. I thought the shit that I just saw could only happen in Africa, with war crimes attached to it. Like,
there's some brutality here,
Yeah.
but I tell you, there is some optimism, and you guys touched on it. For Season 2, look, we've got SNC Salty Nami carry taking out our 2 dominant teams here in the Boosted Bonobos and the Direwolves. And winning, they have a good chance of winning the preseason, and I really hope they join the regular season of the LAS. by the way, you've got 11 days left. It's the 25th of March is the last day of registration. Get your teams in. As Stripes corrected me, you only need 6 players. That's it. Get 6 of your buddies, get some randos, and get them in.
They are all collapsing onto Destroy, and it's doing nothing! Yuki turns it basically around and gets a kill, and of course will take down Reverse. And that's another kill over to this Cho'Gath. I mean, this man has nearly 5,000 health at 25 minutes. What are you going to do to this guy? Nothing, that is the question. The only way you can really kill him right now is to throw him into your fountain, but that's not going to work. As it looks like that's going to be a 25-minute win. Salty, Nami, Carry are going to be your LAS Season 2 preseason champions.